Alright, making this little video about hood pins. Now, I watched a few on these square bodies here, and some of them, like the 78, was straight across here. Looked like a guy, his cow core or whatever was straight across. But this is how I'm going to put them in. Obviously, I'm not going to drill a hole in the backside and all that and do all this weird stuff. What I did was, I figured out, okay, I got a hole right here, or I could put a hole right here, but it's too close to this little bend right here. And I saw guys, and his flat plate, which is right here, was bent to concave that. I did not like that. So what I did was I put a piece of tape right here, and then what I did is I lowered the hood, and it gave me a spot like right in here, which I did was trying to avoid this dip. Now I could have put it here and tack welded it, which I thought about doing, which I'm going to do anyways, but I'm going to do it here. But it put the pin too far forward and kind of made it look raunchy. And plus, I want to use these rubber supports so when it does lift and do any vibration, that it has something to rest on. The problem is that my hood here was cracked, and I welded it, and what it's doing is it's lifting and is making that crack, keeps on re-cracking it. So I'm not going to go in what size my motor is or anything like that, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So first we're going to drill a pilot hole, which you can see I've already done there, and I've already done there. That one's just a little bit lower, but no big deal. We ain't going to worry about that small stuff. We're not building cabinets. So what we're going to do next is put a bigger bit, which is bigger than this size right here, and we're going to drill straight up, and then we're going to come down through the hood right through here. And then we're going to take a nut, we're going to weld it, and then we're going to use this top nut to tighten it down. All right, and that is a little bit at an angle, which we can level that out with our level. We'll put our nut on there, and then what we'll do is we'll just lift it up just a hair and we'll start welding it like that. All right. Okay, as you can see, I drilled all the way through, and to the naked eye, these pretty much match. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take our drill bit, we're going to close the hood, take the rubber bumpers off, push this all the way down, and then we're going to drill straight down, and that's how we're going to find where we're going to be at. Then we're going to start welding. Okay, now we're back at it again. You can see I put a little tack on there, and I put a little tack on there. Okay, always move your ground to where you're working at. Unhook your battery cable, because if there was an arc between the ground and it was on a bearing, it will travel and then mess up the bearing. I've always done it, just what I heard. And anyways, we're going to try to weld this up. As you can see, they're flat. I got a little bit of a gap underneath each end. You can see that. We already pre-fitted them. They do work in the hood. And we had a finagle and whatnot to get them lined up. Now we're going to weld them up, the nuts. We're going to drop it back down, tighten this nut down, and see what we can do. Okay, we got our hood pins on. As you can see, they're on. And there's the kitty right there. I didn't like how the little bump is right down there. This, if I was doing something professional, I wouldn't have done that. But anyways, it's going to keep it from flying up, and it's starting to crack it more. You can see I got a hole right there and a hole right there I got to fix. But plus when my alternator exploded right there when it locked up. But yeah, I just pull these pins, and then I can pop open my hood. And I can put these pins back in. And that way when I'm going down the highway in a big truck, I pass a big truck, it won't blow my dang hood off. There we go. That's how you install those without telling your life story.